job training deals with work skills that is the setting is away from their ordinary workplace. Sorry, sayop ng ahim, guys. These are the following of the job training techniques. First is classroom lectures. Di na din siya on the job kay classroom lectures need naman dyan siya o kanang ikaw na dyan mismo may maka-learn sa imong gibuhat like gani, like it is designed to communicate specific interpersonal, technical or problem solving skills like una dyan mo ba. Second is videos and films. Third, simulation exercises may include case analysis, experiential exercises, role playing or group decision making. Like it's more on ikaw by yourself mo learn ka ana nga butang or like ana nga work nga imong nga gi-specify. Computer-based training, vestibule training, done on actual equipment but conducted away from the actual work setting. Program instruction may include computer tutorials, interactive video discs, or virtual reality simulations. Next is career planning and development. Organizations need to grow and develop for individuals, employees to adopt a positive outlook on career planning and development. Career defined as a pattern of work related to our experience that span the course of personal life. So career has stages. The distinct stages for individual employees includes establishment, advancement, maintenance, and retirement. Establishment stages is one of apprenticeship where young employee enters but often without the organization demand and expectations. Advanced stage, the employees seek growth and increased responsibility through the continued development and utilization and pursued na guys through internal career paths and external career paths within the organization. So, ang career planning and development has stages, 4 stages. Excuse me. Establishment, advancement, maintenance, and retirement. So, establishment, it is you yourself, young employee enters but often without the organization and demand and expectations. Like your own mindset. Advanced stage is the employee seek growth and increased responsibility through the continued development and utilization. So within the work like ikaw mismo nagkuan ka o mo-continue og develop og utilize sa time nga naa ka sa company. Next is maintenance stage. The employee experience growth, performance, accomplishment, encounter career stability, sustain advancement, and lose career stability that may be a result of personal considerations such as limited interest in learning new skills, organizational considerations such as lack of opportunity, and family considerations that make it difficult to change jobs or to take additional work responsibilities. O sa maintenance is like maka-experience ka og growth, performance, accomplishments, career stability, advancement, lose of career. So, ikaw as a person, limited na lang imong interest nga maka-learn of new skills. Dayon, ikaw marakag maka-feel of lack of opportunity and it's difficult to change jobs or take additional work responsibilities tungod sa family. So people also experience a career plateau. A career plateau is a situation in which, for either organizational or personal reason, the probability of moving up the career ladder is low. Career plateaus are of three types. Structural plateau, which marks the end of promotions and the affected employee will now have to leave the organization to find new opportunities and challenges. Like, kung ka na ganing, sa term, anong, ma-endra imong contract, ay contractual ra ka, so ma-endra imong contract, inigan sa imong contract, mangita na sad ka og lain nga work, lain nga challenges, lain nga opportunities, para makakuan ka sa imong life. Like, it's a planning, career planning. Second is content plateau, which occurs when a person has learned a job too well and is bored with day-to-day activities. Like, kabalo na ka gunsaon, like kabalo na ka gunsay ganap ani, kabalo na ka sa flow, bored na ka. Then next is life plateau, which occurs when an employee experiences a loss of identity and self-esteem when there is no longer success in his work area. Like, ikaw as an employee nga kanang feel nimo wala na naka motivate nimo sa imong work, so ma-down na ka, lose of identity and self-esteem. It's one of the career plateaus types. Next is career plateau can be a cause of low employee performance. Understanding individuals can help develop their response in this occasion. For instance, leaders can make organizations help individuals cope with plateaus by providing opportunities for lateral growth where opportunities for advancement do not exist. Career plateau can be cause of low employee performance. So it's very understandable na sad, guys. Sa retirement stage, it is a stage when formal preparation for retirement is made. The individual learns to accept and reduce rules and less responsibility, even if it's positive or a highly upsetting stage of one's career. Like mostly teachers ng retirement stage na individual learns to accept and reduce rules and less responsibility rules and responsibility. So next is performance appraisal. So kay debagi ka na tag performance management, job analysis, recruitment, selection, training and career planning and development. Now, gikan na ta na down like sa training and career planning and development, daghan kay na siya, pwede mahitabo, pwede kang ma-up, pwede kang ma-down. So now is the performance appraisal. A performance appraisal is a key aspect of performance management. May be defined as a process of evaluating the performance of employees, sharing that information with them, and searching for ways to improve their performance. Functions of performance appraisal. It is to give employees feedback on performance, to identify the employee's developmental needs, to make promotion and reward decisions, to make demotion and termination decisions, and to develop information about the organization's selection and placement decisions. So, masabot raman siya. Performance appraisal to improve performance of the employees. To give functions niya is to give employees feedback, to identify employees' developmental needs, promotion and reward, demotion and termination, organization selection and placement decisions. As management, dapat kabalo ka mo pa up sa imong mga employee for the betterment of your company. So next is criteria for performance appraisal. The three most popular sets of criteria are individual task outcomes, behaviors, and traits. Individual task outcomes is evaluating the employee's task outcomes. So, ka-evaluate na ka. Like, kani siya, o maayo siya, kanang dili siya daling kapuyon when it comes to housekeeping. Pwede siya job rotation, dili siya magyaw-yaw, kaya ano niya, o diba, employees task outcomes. So, ikaw as a supervisor, kabalo ka unsaon pag pa-motivate niya para dili siya muundang kay inana nga tawo is an asset sa ato ang company, diba? So, next is behavior. Sometimes, it's difficult to measure an individual's task outcomes, especially in advisory jobs or support positions and those who are assigned to work in group. Behavior is evaluated according to how well they manage an activity, the quantity and quality of professional training attended, community service, and etc. So, diba, sa behavior, diha alam mo na siya masukod kung how well siya mo manage yung activity, quantity o quality sa iyahang buhat, community service, iyahang how he or she reacts to his or her co-workers. Pwede naman siya ma-evaluate na. Next is traits. These are the commonly used traits as basis for performance appraisal. Good attitude, showing confidence, being dependable, looking busy, and possessing a wealth of experience. Of course, dapat yun na nimo siyang, dapat nimo makita ang iyahang good attitude, ang confidence, ang kinaiya sa usa ka tawo, para masukod nimo kung unsay mo dapat mahatag niya, incentives ba or like somewhat a motivation for workers, employees. Kay when we are working, di ba should malikayan nga kapuyon ta na, so dapat kabalutag unsaon pag pa-up sa ilahang mood. So next is the process of performance appraisal. It is how to evaluate each employee to determine how he or she is performing. First is establishment of performance standards. It should be based on job-related requirements derived from job analysis reflected in the job description and job specifications. Abalo naman na. Mutually set measurable goals. Measure actual performance. We can measure the actual performance in the information from personal observations, statistical reports, oral reports, and written reports. Next is compare actual performance with standards. Discuss the appraisal with the employee, and lastly, if necessary, initiate corrective action. If like di na siya musulod, nananina, then kabalo na siya sa policies, regulations, and all, ikaw dapat ma-initiate ka corrective action. Kay sa training, you will try to change the behavior, attitude, and opinions of the workers. Kay silbi ikaw na may gadala nila. Like, you are guiding them through their own career path. Diba? So, next is methods of performance appraisal. There are 3 different approaches which can be used for appraising employees. First is absolute standards, not compared with other persons. This approach consists of the following methods. The essay appraisal is a performance appraiser writes a narrative about the employee. Example, strengths and weaknesses. Second is the critical incident appraisal. It is the performance appraisal method which requires effective or ineffective performance for each employee being appraised. Third is the checklist. It's a performance appraisal method wherein the evaluator uses a list of behavioral descriptions and checks off those behaviors that apply to the employee. Fourth is the adjective rating scale, also known as graphic rating scale, is a performance appraisal method that lists a number of traits and range of performance for each. Example: quality of work, quantity of work, job knowledge, and dependability. Fourth choice is a type of performance appraisal in which the rater must choose between two or more specific statements about an employee's work behavior. Lastly is behaviorally anchored rating scales. It's a rating instrument comprised of traits and anchored by job behaviors. Appraisals select the behavior that best describes the worker's performance level. The second method is the relative standards. This category of appraisal methods compare individuals against other individuals. Diba katong una, wala siya compare. It is all about you. So kani is to compare na. The most popular in this category are group order ranking. It's a relative standard of performance characterized as placing employees into a particular classification, such as top 1/5. Individual ranking method requires the evaluator merely to list the employees in order from highest to lowest. Paired comparison is an appraisal method whereby subordinates are placed in all possible pair and the supervisor must choose which of the two in each pair is the better performer. Understandable na sa siya, guys, like word per word is very sabotable. Objectives. The third approach to appraisal makes use of objectives. This approach, also known as management by objectives, is a process of joint goal setting between a supervisor and a subordinate. MBO consists of 4 steps. First is goal setting. The individual objectives are set based on the organization's overall objectives. These goals are agreed upon and then become the standards by which the employee's results will be evaluated. Second is action planning. Realistic plans are developed to attain the objectives. Third is self-control. Refers to the systematic monitoring and measuring of performance. And lastly is the periodic reviews, are the means used to determine whether there is a need for corrective action. The advantages of MBO are the following. It improves job performance by monitoring and directing behavior. Second is it is practical and inexpensive. Third is it fosters better communication between employees and supervisors. The disadvantages of MBO are the following. It does not specify the behavior required to reach goals. Second, it tends to focus on short-term goals. Third, the successful achievement of MBO goals may be partly a function of factors outside the worker's controls. Fourth, MBO does not provide a common basis for comparison of performance standards. And fifth, it often fails to gain acceptance. So, MBO, process of joint goal setting between a supervisor and a subordinate. It consists of four steps: goal setting, action planning, self-control, and periodic reviews. So, nasa siya ay advantages.